M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So we're setting up the APRS analog at the moment on the new BT-01 Bluetooth microphone. So in the background, I'll just show you, we've got my ANYTONE 578, but we are Bluetooth connected. We could be wired connected, but we're Bluetooth connected to that radio. So here it is here, and here's my wired connection if I want. You do get a very long cable with the radio, but I'm using this shorter one that I've got lying around, and it works great. It's just an RJ45. So I will show you a more detailed setup, but I'll also show you just quickly now. But first of all, we're just going to TX. So let's just TX. Sending analog APRS. And there you are. It's gone to 144,800 on my 878. As you can see, it's all there, all the information. It says 578 Andreas. And I'll show you on APRS. Actually, APRS FI. I'm not sure if I'm reaching an external antenna at the moment, so this might just be on a radio to radio. But if there was an external antenna picking up this signal, it would also be on APRS FI. And if you look here, we'll just go to F menu, station list, and then we'll select the top one. And there it is. All the information's there. Let's see if we can send it back. So we'll go F menu, beacon TX. There you go, and it's all come up here. Now it's silent at the moment, maybe I can get the volume up on that. But again, it's working great. Just moved from zone there. So like I said, it's analog FM 144,800. Let's just do a TX on here. Just 1 minute. Can't remember if I set the PTT up to do it. There we go. That didn't go through, but it did with the other one, so maybe there's a couple of settings on the 878 I've got to change. Just quickly go menu, and we'll go down to APRS here. Select APRS info. Now you can create a shortcut button. There's, I think, 9 different buttons you could create. Analog APRS info, select, and there you go, there's our transmission there. So yeah, it's working great, all wirelessly. And of course we could just use the actual 578 if we want. All we got to do is turn this off and disconnect it. Now just remember, with the new BT-01, as soon as you turn it off, it disconnects. A couple of interesting settings are that to turn the thing on and off, you've got these round buttons on top. If I turn it off on top now, well, first of all, if I just briefly press it, it's back out of this menu. It changes from channel and volume up and down. The up and down is on the top. Down and up. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? And it does go, I've got it set so it'll go A and B band. That's all pre-programmed buttons. It does dual receive as well. All the menu's excellent. Everything's there. Zones, channels. If you want to select a zone, just go down, select zone. Let's go back. Channels is the easy one, because you just push that top button, then you can just scroll through channels. Up and down, and then even just set VFO mode, just set a button, and then shortcuts for everything. I've got a shortcut here for Digi mode, look, Digi monitor 1 and 2. You could set shortcuts for power. I mean, it's got 3 shortcuts for each button. I know you can set hotkeys, I haven't done that yet, but that's basically using the all these buttons to do something. And let's just push the list button here. There's all your talk group list. Usual things, talk alias, which we haven't actually used yet. Talk alias set. TX with alias. I'm going to put on. So talker alias, which is an excellent function. Manual dial, it's all there. New contact. Now the easiest way to manual dial is actually to just hold down the 0. If you want a talk group, you leave it, or push the hash, you can go private. Hash again, and then you type the number, say 91. And when you key, it will go to 91, and then the hang time, or how long it stays on there, you set in your code plug. Right, so let me just back out. I'm just going to quickly show you the code plug setting for my analog APRS. I'll show you the digital as well. So here's the channel. I will do a screen from the PC as well. But the channel is 144,800, APRS received ticked, analog. 12.5, analog, APRS, end of transmission. Nothing else really selected there. Let's just go to the tab here on the left called APRS. Double click that, close the other window first. Double click APRS, and then these are the ones I've got at the bottom that have actually worked. Believe it or not, I had to remove the comma from where it says wide, and I've had it, and so that's the one that's worked for me. So copy that if it helps. These settings here, 1200. I've ticked all these boxes here. The transmission frequency is 144,800, and I know it's really small to see, but there is actually a number 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, they are numbered. So there's a number 1 there. I've got that in there. Let's just show you the top one for digital. As you can see, current channel, slot 1, and then we had to create a talk group, 30199, private call. And the talk group, I created that here. You just close that window a minute. Digital contact talk groups. And you've got this long list, and I went to the bottom and we created one called 310999. The reason I keep using that is because that's what a lot of Chinese radios use. I just saw it on a video. Just lastly, with your Brandmeister, you need to log into Brandmeister. Log in as normal. Go to self-care. Make sure you've already set a password up for Brandmeister, because that's what I use. But the other important one is your selections with the ANYTONE is Motorola up here, and then the number you're going to use, which is M0FXB6 on mine. You can put anything here, English. Just need to make sure you've got this filled out, because it's important, because it links in with your hotspot. And of course, the whole thing is when you're on digital, it's linked in with your hotspot. When you're on analog, then no, it's just using an antenna, your normal antenna, like I've been there. So I thought I'd show you that. Bye for now, 7.3. Catch you on air. And again, like I said, it's a wired mic as well. You don't have to use it. I've put the wired mic that comes with the 578 back in the box because I don't need it. Because I can, whenever I want, I can just plug this in here, and it even charges. Watch this. So look, I've plugged it in. There you are. That's just an RJ45 coiled cable. And that's my microphone now. I don't need it, and it can be wired or Bluetooth. Even if it's in Bluetooth mode, you can still connect the wire and it will still charge and use Bluetooth, even though you have a wired connection. And I think that's very handy because I can just pick it up whenever I feel like it. Bye for now, 7.3. Please hit the subscribe and like button.